George, the CFO of an investment bank, is blamed for a mobbed-back Ponzi scheme that fails.
I knew nothing about this.
I know. You've been laundering money, dude.
So George and his family must go into hiding under the protection of the FBI and Madea.
Hello.
But she and her brother Joe find they have more they can handle.
Go away!
In Medea's witness protection.
Medea's, witness protection.
Spunky.
You guys have just seen it?
As you know, we pick up this story with Madea in the South, in Atlanta, living with her brother Joe. Both of these characters are played by Tyler Perry.
They are.
And George Needleman, he discovers that he's basically the front of some Ponzi scheme, and he's gonna go down. So in order for him to escape possibly being a target of the mob, which is part of the scheme.
He's the scapegoat, as far as
he's the fall guy.
So, does the story work at all?
Well, it's interesting. You know, one of the things that Tyler Perry does, he appears to have a concern for what's going on in the world. Across the body of his work, he always has some key topical issue of concern that appears at the center of all of these stories. The problem is that as a storyteller, he is so ill-equipped that you miss the point of a lot of these stories.
Yeah, well, especially in this one. Eugene Levy's character gets set up, he's the fall guy, and then it just brings us into him and his family going to Medea's house and getting into small shenanigans that don't matter, that are supposed to make the whole family behave better towards one another, but that doesn't come across.
Where your family?
Oh, they're sleeping still.
What? They got to get out.
You better get your ass out this bed.
If I come back up these stairs and you still in this bed, I'm gonna get completely naked and get up in there with you and spoon.
I'm up.
Eugene Levy was not funny. Can you believe that?
You hire Eugene Levy
to make it good.
to do what he does.
Yeah.
Well, that's typically because the characters are written specifically for him, or at least around the same type of character.
And this one was. It totally
okay.
was. But
all right.
It's not even so much the writing as it is whatever direction that Tyler Perry gave to him to act, because he's caught in this weird middle ground where half the time he's funny and he's acting funny, but he's got like a little bit of reserved seriousness that makes his humor less humorous. And then like the other way around, when he's dramatic, he's got like the weird Eugene Levy face that he does when he's really upset, and you end up laughing at him because it's just like the tone's all over the place with his performance.
So the problem here is that you've got non-actors, marginal actors, being directed by somebody that doesn't know how to write, doesn't know how to direct, and really is not a good actor themselves. He lets the scenes linger too long. He doesn't know how to cut for comedy. He doesn't know how to cut for reaction shots.
There were so many moments when Tyler Perry as Madea would deliver a joke and then it's like, beat, to, cut.
I think that also the way that Tyler Perry treats, you know, the other half of the culture class comedy is he treats the white people with a tremendous amount of contempt. So, for example, he takes, you know, one of our best loved older comedic actresses, Doris Roberts, from Everybody Loves Raymond, and renders her just a complete idiot.
We were like excited about the movie, thinking, oh, well, we'll at least enjoy the Madea stuff, but it just didn't work.
You just come to expect, okay, he's not going to do justice to the characters around Madea. Okay, let Madea rip. And this time around, Madea wasn't even really that funny. It's just ramble, ramble, ramble.
She was the best part of the movie.
And she was the best part of the movie.
Much, yeah.
You want me to put both my feet where these yellow feet?
Yes, ma'am.
That's really why my legs ain't been open that wide since I had my daughter. Now what?
Put your hands over your head.
Don't pat me down. Now wait a minute. You're gonna find a roadmap to heaven. You better come on from up there now. Come on up.
Why do people keep watching these movies then? I don't get it.
Well, I think part of it is that he has an established fan base, right?
They already know who he is. They already know what to expect from him. So if they like it, they're gonna continue to like it.
They will go see Madea on a stage play, they'll see Madea on a television show, and they'll see Madea in a movie, a bad movie.
How you doing?
You're chocolate.
That's a new way of saying black. I'm chocolate, yes, African American.
You reviewed
Good
it.
Deeds. Yeah, I did, and I said that this is interesting because it looks like he's growing as a filmmaker with Good Deeds. But now, looking at the Madea movie, I'm like, yeah, he was ghosted. He was ghosted with a writer, he was ghosted with a camera, because this is clearly a fallback. So it'll be interesting to see if he's able to pull this audience over into, you know, these thrillers that he wants to do and these action films that he wants to do, and he wants to do science fiction.
We saw it with Star Trek a little bit.
Madea in space.
Oh yeah.
This is true. So, you know,
he can act. He's okay. He
can stand and look good in front of a camera.
If you put Eugene Levy in a movie and you can't make him funny, you probably shouldn't be directing. Skip it.
Despite the fact that there are a few chuckles going on here, Medea's witness protection is nothing but a house of pain. Skip it.
I see that. Cheers, mates.
So, does the story work at all?